My name's Catherine Patino, and I've been coming to Progressive for about a year.
Yeah, Kat, I'd love to know. Just tell me your journey. What were the obstacles and issues you were facing that said, "Hey, I need to get help"?
So about 4 months straight, I lost the ability to function steadily. I had no idea what was happening to me at all. Um, in and out of the hospitals, ambulance rides, my BP dropping to 80, just completely collapsing, not being able to function, not being able to eat, not being able, to think. Literally losing my ability to function in life. So yeah, in and out of the hospitals, all the tests, all the scans, all the, you know, um, specialists, went to a couple different hospital stays, got admitted. They just wanted to take my gallbladder out. Couldn't find anything, multiple visits and ER visits and hospital stays and just, all my stool tests coming back normal, not giving any reason for anything. Um, Literally labeling it as anxiety, and then giving me a referral to a gastroenterologist, which she was very kind, but still couldn't figure it out. Had a colonoscopy, um, you know, just no insurance, completely depleted of all resources, and just basically guessing all these different, medications that they gave me, and guessing, every time was a guess, basically. So, yeah, it was extremely tough. It was extremely testing. It was extremely the lowest of the low for me. And just kind of not being heard by the, regular doctors, and me reiterating something is wrong. It's not anxiety. It's not just, so in the thick of all that, for a solid 4 months, lost the ability to eat, to drink water. So was starving to death, literally. I just completely plummeted 40 pounds just out of pure starvation, literally not being able to function. So that was extremely testing mentally as well. So on top of the fact that they were like, oh, it's anxiety, oh, it's just, a stomach bug that's lasting an extremely long time. So 4 months of that until my last ER visit, they basically, went through all my charts. I had a really good doctor who tried, went through all the ER visits, went through pretty much everything for a couple hours, did the usual that they did, fluids, something for nausea, kind of, guessing, um, a GI cocktail, things like that. And then ultimately him telling me, we can't help you. You know, we don't know what's going on. All your tests are coming back normal. We can't help you. So thankfully, I found Progressive, and my partner was working here at the time. We've always believed in holistic medicine. I've always been actually 100% natural, never really go to the hospital. So for me to go to the ER and to call the ambulance, he knew something was really wrong. Was lucky enough to basically just start new tests here. Got all the tests under the sun that I could do because, they wanted to obviously figure it all out. And even though that took some time with the test results to come back, it was 100% worth it. The chiropractic department helped me kind of just get a little comfortable as I was waiting, for results. So helped with the inflammation, helped with, just the total weakness and uncomfortability. Fast forward to getting my stool test results, getting my food intolerance results, getting ultimately my mold toxicity results, and my the top range is, I think it's 2580, I want to say, around there. Mine came back, I want to say it was 25K or higher, so it was extremely 27K. So it was mold for me. And then I was finally able to be heard, understood, and find treatment that was actually gonna, turn my life around. So by that time, my body had stopped detoxing on its own. So it just stopped detoxing on its own. Um, that's why I couldn't function. That's why I couldn't think. And come to find out, it was in my apartment. So the place that I was living and sleeping and being ill at all day was making me sick. So found all those answers with all the help of here, Progressive, and basically started treatment. I have not strayed from it. I'm super diligent about it. It's completely changed my life, but given me back my quality of life, and even better than before. Because I don't think I realized how much my body was not detoxing probably the majority of my life. So I've moved a lot. It must have been exposure from multiple moves, from childhood, and maybe that one apartment just kind of did it. So along with a lot of inflammation and other things that they. So for instance, the multiple stool tests that I got in the hospital, those were all normal, and then I come here and I have. They found basically a GI infection that couldn't be treated with any antibiotic, and I would have never known that unless it was intravenous, and I would have never known that. So yeah, that's how I came to Progressive.
Wow. I was not expecting that detail, and thank you. Number one, I'm so glad you're feeling better. Oh my gosh.
Have my days, but I'm definitely better than I was.
What did you learn from your test results?
What I learned from my test results were answers that I had been wanting my entire life, actually. I've always had pretty severe allergies since I was a kid. Allergy-induced asthma, things like that. I remember the old school allergy test where they prick you and then put this, the serums in there. It was on my back as like an 8-year-old. My entire back and forearms were like lighting up. So I've always had allergies. But I never understood back then the correlation between gut health and immune health and allergies and everything. So what I learned from my results were completely eye-opening. I really, really appreciate the individualistic care here that I haven't been able to get anywhere else. It's not just like, oh, does this run in your family? That's probably why, these very basic things. So it was really enlightening for me. A lot of foods that I actually ate all the time, every day. Bananas, almonds. I had been dairy-free for 10 years, thinking I'm doing right. Drinking almond milk. Almond was a huge one. Yeah. Bananas. Had a banana every day with a shake with almond milk. Cinnamon was in my shake every day. Black pepper. That one. Actually, black pepper was the one that I was like, what? I never even knew you could have that come up. So, mind you, during that time, I was trying to eat again. So it really, really helped me to gain stability in eating again. So for the first 3 months, it was very much chicken, zucchini, white rice. That's it, like all day. Maybe some cucumbers until I could, start digesting again. And until my constitution was stronger to be able to absorb all of the goodness that, I was trying to put in and also fight all these other things going on. So I learned a lot actually from the test. It was really enlightening, and it was also positive to see and learn from the dietitians. I was on a more restrictive one because of my situation, so it was the only a couple things, but it was also positive to see stuff on the green side, what you can eat, and then helping me create a roadmap to what I can eat, and focus on that. And while it was difficult, not eating. And, I don't know if this is TMI actually, but I basically vomited and dispelled the other way for 4 months straight, all day, every day with the mold. And I didn't know. That's why a lot of them, the doctors and the gastroenterologists were like, oh, this is just a really, really prolonged, serious food poisoning. But I'm like, I'm not eating. How am I getting food poisoning? So, it was definitely life-changing for me. The other aspect that I didn't expect, but that I'm so grateful for is, I thought that I ran hot my whole life. Always hot, always, just hot inside. Not necessarily sweaty, just hot and in a lot of pain, physical pain. And that has been actually one of the most fulfilling things to get under control with my results of the food test. Is I was just severely systemically inflamed. And that was another test I got here that literally showed it on a cellular level, how inflamed I've been for years. And I just kind of learned to live with it, and it got heightened with the mold as well. So my eyes were just on fire all the time. My body was just swollen, And an added perk was, I'm down 70 pounds, and I'm just feeling better, less pain, less inflammation. And, I give a lot of gratitude to everybody here. Everybody, it's just a huge group effort. And that, Progressive really did save my life. Yeah.